Amazing how people can live like this.
Bodies of dead dogs, birds, and turtles are on the list of things reportedly found hoarded in a central Illinois home. A criminal investigation is underway in Pekin after a newly released episode of the A&E TV show Hoarders. Tonight, we've learned police had no idea about the possible animal neglect cases until the episode aired.
As WMBD's Marvis reports, that sparked another investigation in the city. Now, we do want to warn you, some of the images you see may be disturbing.
This is what the property looks like this week. A no trespassing sign and some windows are now open. And I talked to neighbors this week who say it was a chaotic scene back in September, and that's how they learned about the whole thing.
I have no idea what was going on there. It was nasty.
During this episode on A&E, Peggy of Pekin proclaims herself as a hoarder.
Garbage. They had people in look like chemical suits carrying stuff out. The white veils and the. It's nasty.
David Martin lives a couple houses down from the home on 12th Street. He tells me usually this yard is clean, but when he got home from his job back in September, he unexpectedly had front row seats to a TV crew hard at work.
There was a pile as tall as I am in the front yard.
Martin says for weeks, crews filled up truck after truck.
They just kept carrying it out and carrying it out and carrying it out. I don't know how it got past anybody. It's surprising.
That's what city officials are also trying to figure out, especially since a Pekin code enforcement officer was featured in the episode, yet police say they had no idea that the show may have uncovered a possible animal abuse or neglect case. But they quickly learned of the case after the episode aired last week, and concerned calls and emails flooded in.
This show was taped back in September, so we're a little bit behind the game here on starting this investigation, only because we just became aware of it.
The mayor says the homeowner is under investigation for animal neglect.
The city is also conducting an internal investigation at this time, but because this deals with personnel matter, the city is not going to make any additional comments at this time.
And I've seen this on TV, and you just don't think it's going to happen. I mean, not in this little town.
I brought many of my questions here to Pekin City Hall today, but people living in that neighborhood say they have a lot of questions, like how that code enforcement officer was in that episode and police still were not made aware. Hopefully that internal investigation leads to some answers. In Pekin, I'm Marvis Herring.
Detective Eaton says no one's been arrested in this case. Now, he did find an online petition calling for the prosecution of that homeowner.
School is in